Hey, what's up guys? Danny here, and today's video I wanted to talk about UX sketching, the sketching process, the technique that I use for sketching out basic wireframes for websites. What I want to do is show you kind of a beginner's approach to this because I feel like there's so many tools out there on the internet that are very useful when it comes to wireframing and drawing out the page layout structure for your website. But I don't want you to get caught up in the tools. One of the things that I know that I am personally a tool geek when it comes to going online and looking up Sketch versus Illustrator and all these other different tools that you can use, whether they're high fidelity or low fidelity. But when it comes down to it, when you're just getting started, and when I feel like, even if you are a seasoned designer, what really helps is to just break out the old pencil or pen and paper, right? And so one of the things that I like to do is to just get away from the computer for a set amount of time, and to just sketch out using I'm not the best artist, but you can essentially as you get practice, you can get better at doing your wireframes. So I'm going to show you kind of an old wireframe that I have sketched out for my website, dannyjliu.com. And you can see here, so if you can see here, I've got the home page here at the upper left-hand corner of the screen here. I've got a little hero image with a picture and maybe some text to describe who I am and what I'm about. And then maybe below that there's a couple, but like three different X's there for places that I could put, maybe some of the top three topics that I cover, or maybe some, background on my offer, right? So the offer is a little ribbon there that will essentially be some sort of call to action. So maybe it's signing up for my newsletter. Like I have an opt-in offer on my homepage. Right now, as of this video, the opt-in is for for how to create your own your website and launch it fast. And what that does is, if you look at the arrow kind of pointing to there it is right there, the opt-in form, and this is a click modal, so it's a pop-up form that pops up on the screen when someone clicks on the link in the offer. And there I have my name, not my name, the potential subscriber's name, email, and the submission button, right? And maybe just like a little image there of maybe attractive image for website, or my own personal image if I'm looking to really kind of put my brand even more out there, and then that's it for the opt-in form. And then down here I've got one for my about page, since I have a link at the right before the footer links that I have. I've got an about, sort of kind of like a little just a little synopsis of who I am, and a few sentences and an image. And then that link takes them to the about page here, which has the style that I want for my each of my pages and posts to have this sort of hero background image and a avatar overlay here for my picture, and then some text at the bottom with another call to action. You want to make sure that every page has a call to action, right? You don't want to just leave your subscribers, or not your subscribers, your audience, who you would like to become your subscribers. You don't want them just to kind of, okay, read the page and then that's it, right? So you want to have a call to action on every page. So if you see, I've got two call to actions. I've got offer and about, and then actually you can even include the social links as another call to action, more subtle because I'm not telling them to click on them specifically, but you can include that text as well. And then call to action is clear here because it's a opt-in form, pop-up opt-in form, and down here the call to action at the bottom of the page text. So anyway, that's just a very simple wireframe. Now these things can get really complex, and this is just kind of a rough draft of what I have. but I will go ahead and flip back. So, what I have on the screen here, if you can see my screen, this essentially is, whoop, here we go. This is YouTube and sketching techniques. So you're kind of seeing the behind the scenes here. If you're watching this video, I wanted to post this video on some sketching techniques and tutorials, and so I just looked up, what are some popular videos on YouTube. So this is a great thing about live stream. It's kind of unedited, unfiltered, and you get a little behind the scenes look at what I'm doing here. But I'm going to go ahead and show you my website here. So this is, let's see, go to my homepage. So you can see, so like, I've got the hero image here and opt-in form here. So it mimics a lot of what I just kind of showed you in my rough sort of wireframe for the website. Now obviously there's a lot more pages. You got my social links down there below, but there's a lot more pages here that that are up here in the primary navigation that that are not part of this wireframe. So again, this is why wireframing is very important, because you don't want to get caught up in the tool. A lot of people get caught up, in a page builder, WordPress, especially WordPress or whatever it is, the tool that they're using to build their website, and they don't make a lot of progress because they're so stuck on maybe how to position an element here, or how to change the color or the CSS for a particular picture, background, or whatever. And that's stuff that is, it's important, because when you get to the UI phase of your website and designing the appropriate branding, that is important. But we're talking about really being approaching this in a lean UX approach, and a lean design approach. And what that means is you're not wasting any time, you're being agile, and you are putting out the information architecture and more of the user experience and the page flow of what each individual user is going to touch on, based on the call to actions that they take and the interactions that they make on your pages. That is what's really important. So anyway, this is just a basic overview of what you can do with wireframing. The most important thing is to just get started. If you've set up a website before, great. This is a great skill that you can apply to your next website if you haven't used wireframing techniques. But if you're setting up your site for the first time, I highly recommend you do that. Step away from your computer for a minute and think about the page structure that you want to create. And if don't do it completely blind. Take maybe 3 to 5 websites that you really like, and take a look at their homepage, and just start there and sketch out how you would like your homepage to look like from at a rough level. All right. So anyway, I hope this video helps you. Go ahead and click the like button if you found this video useful, and go ahead and subscribe to the video, and click the bell, ding the bell, to get notified whenever I have some more videos out, which I plan on doing very soon, on live videos and tutorials on website design, course design, and user-centered design for your web platform. So anyway, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.